So I'm KB with Nerdophiles. How are you both?
What's up,
Good.
KB?
Hi. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. Let me just say, I absolutely adored this project.
Oh,
And it
good.
really hit me in a lot of ways because there are so many themes, about healing, love, forgiveness, and really centered in a lot of ways around how we treat our elders. So I just walked away from watching this with just a deeper appreciation for a lot of things. So how did stepping into the roles of Reggie and Nisi and just working on this project as a whole kind of shape and change you as human beings? And I'll start with you, Marsha.
Um, I've given a lot of thought. Right before I did this series, my father passed away, and my sister and I had to sort of step into the roles that Reggie and Robin have stepped into for Ptolemy. And then I booked this show, and I'm reliving it, but from a different aspect. There was one, just reminding myself, there was one scene I had with Sam where he was sitting across from me, and I looked at him, and he actually looked like my father um, in his makeup for that scene. And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, this is feeling so close to home in a way, but I think it'll resonate with other people on that level. There's so much about it that feels familiar. Um, and I know that Nisi's decisions, maybe there are decisions that Nisi makes in the series that people won't necessarily agree with, but I do believe that at the heart of it, she thinks what she's doing is for the best, and she's doing it from a place of love. And I think that's really important. And I think that's the takeaway. It's about how complicated love is, and about how complicated family is, and about how sometimes you maybe think you're making the right decision, but then you regret it later on, but you can't admit it. It's a lot going on with Miss Nisi.
Yes,
But I
for
love
sure.
it.
And
I love a complicated character.
because aren't we so deeply flawed and complicated as human beings?
Exactly. It's about humanity.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes. And I'm so sorry for your loss.
Oh, thank you.
But but Omar, to you, kind of how did this role in stepping into Reggie? Because I actually love the softness that Reggie has with Ptolemy. I think it's really beautiful to see. How has this role absolutely shaped you as a human being?
I actually tried to take it the other way. I tried to use my own experience to shape the role. And so I have aging parents, and one of the things that they've been consistent about sharing uh, since they became the senior citizens, if you will, is how society discards old people, how it's almost as if they don't exist. Even in our industry, the metric that matters is the 18 to 49 demo. The people that are meant to buy products or that are paid most attention to are in a really concentrated small part of society. And one of the things that I've seen with that, with my parents aging and everybody in their group, my aunts and uncles and their friends aging, is the sensitivity and the needs that they have and how they have to be vulnerable, and how hard that is for people, especially proud black people who have gone through so much, or have to be vulnerable to people who it was that they reared. And
Mm.
that is a very different order for them. My grandmother used to say all the time, twice a child and once a man. And with that, there's an element of control you have to turn over, and it then reflects how you were as a parent or mentor to the people who end up taking care of you. And so I wanted to take all of that from my personal experiences and inject that into the role, because I wanted that bond and that relationship to feel deep and personal. And I wanted that to be able to have that essence be the catalyst that carries Ptolemy through the story and keeps people remembering, oh yeah, he's doing this for yada yada. It's not just a selfish endeavor.
I love that. And, I love both of your portrayals. And to your point, Marcia, there are often times throughout the story where we just don't agree with some of the things that Nisi is doing. But I think that that is how life is. We don't always agree on everything, but it makes for a compelling story. It makes for a more realistic story. And honestly, I can't wait for everyone to see because I do think it is so relatable and something that we need to see, particularly in our community. So just thank you so much for your time and for chatting with Nerdophiles. And I truly cannot wait for everyone to see this.
Oh,
Thank
wow.
you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Thanks.